preach against it, and I believe with all of my heart that it is a contributing factor to our juvenile delinquency of today. I 100% believe it. Why I believe that is because I know how it feels when you sing it. I know what it does to you. And I know the evil feeling that you feel when you sing it. I know the lost position that you get into and the beat. Well, if you talk to the average teenager of today and you ask them what it is about rock and roll music that they like, and the first thing they'll say is the beat, the beat, the beat.
should be avoided by saintly people. I call it the hidden dangers of rock music, and you'd just be surprised. I say hidden because the devil always has an agenda on what he does, okay? He always has an agenda of what he's trying to do. If he says, if he puts something out, I guarantee you there's a secret behind strongholds that have an impact in our life, that to our flesh seems so appealing and so natural, they will eventually, if they're a stronghold of the devil and they are a root of the devil, they will eventually bring bitterness to our life.
Because when the prince of darkness gets in here, he'll destroy everything in your life. The first step away from Christ is your first step toward the prince of darkness. When you reject the truth, all that's left is a lie. When you reject love, all that's left is hate. When you reject light, you have embraced darkness. When you reject fear, you have already embraced. When you reject faith, you have already embraced fear. Let me tell you, so the lyrics to real rock music is nothing more than satanic cyanide. Get it out of your house, throw it out, and burn it. It has no place in the house of the righteous.